Hey everybody, it's me, TheRealErikaF, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a review of a book that really honestly changed my life. It's called Wholeness by Toure Roberts. So Toure Roberts, he is a pastor at my church out here, One Church LA, also known as the Potter's House LA. And to me, he's just a very inspirational speaker. Him and his wife, Sarah Jakes Roberts, who is TD Jakes' daughter, they're very passionate about what they speak. They are really good at relating the message and the word of God to different stories in their lives and different experiences that they've had. And so for me, when I heard that he had a new book, because he has a previous one, I had to go out and buy it, especially about wholeness, because I heard about it in a time when I was feeling really broken and empty, and like pieces of me just weren't the way that I wanted them to be. And so yeah, I decided to go ahead and purchase this book. I actually pre-ordered it before the book came out, and so I received it on a couple of, I think like 2 days before it actually came out, because he released them early to people who pre-ordered. And I read the book in like 2 days, and so this is a super late review, but it's because I keep coming back to this book, and this book really did change the way that I think and I perceive the world. So before even getting the book, TD Jakes has a wholeness test. Basically, it's to address you as a person, not TD Jakes. Toure Roberts has a wholeness test to address you as a person and to see like what pieces of you you're broken in, and to see like if you're whole. And honestly, no person is whole. It's like something, and I think that's what the test is supposed to point out. Like it's something that you're always striving to achieve. You want to be better. You always want to reach a better version of you, and you're always a little less broken than you were before. But there's never going to be and there might be times when you're more broken than you were before, or you feel like you are, but there's never going to be a time when you're fully whole. And so the best thing that you can do is find ways to continue to work towards progress. And sometimes you need somebody else who is a neutral factor in the situation to come in and address certain things. And like a book like this helps you realize things about yourself that you might not have wanted to address, and that other people have said to you, but because they're close to you or your friends or your family, you felt a certain type of way about their message that they're trying to give you. And so this book really just helped me. So the book starts, and it just starts talking about like what becoming whole was for Toure in the preface. And then chapter 1 starts with, I thought I was whole already, which I think is really important, because as people, we already think like the highest version of ourselves. We think that when we become a certain age, and like everything we're doing in the present is the best version of ourselves because we've been through certain things. But just because you've been through things that have made you a better person doesn't mean that you don't still have room to become even better. And so that's why I think that being the first chapter is really important, because it addresses the fact that, and he tells a personal story about him going to the doctor and thinking that everything's okay, just going for a routine checkup. And then the doctor's like, hold on, there's something here. Like, we need to run some tests and we'll get back at you. And he's just like, but I thought I was okay. Because you don't realize something could be wrong with you unless something is physically wrong with you. But you have to learn to address things and be proactive instead of reactive when it comes to bettering yourself and your health. So one of the biggest messages that stood out to me from this book was Toure talking about always thinking the highest thought about others. And I don't know about other people, but I feel like that's the best message that I got out of this book, is just to always think the highest thought. And that's something that I have continuously kept in my life since then. So for me, I just always, when I meet somebody, I assume the best about them. When I'm in a situation when I could just assume the worst, I could assume that a man is cheating on me. I could assume that somebody has intentions to hurt me. I could assume that somebody is trying to steal from me. But I always choose to think the highest thought, because you could assume the worst about somebody and you could be right and you could have protected yourself. But if you assume the worst and you're wrong, that's a completely missed opportunity. That's just you assuming the worst about a situation, and then you never get to experience the good. But if you always think the best, then yeah, there's a chance that you could be wrong. But if you're right, then you lost nothing and you gained everything. But if you're wrong, you know, it's just another lesson to learn and move on from in life. So that's something that I really took and tried to apply to my life. And since then, I feel like my life has been so much more positive. And yeah. While this book is written by a pastor, it's not like a book that you have to be religious in order to read. I do believe in God, and I do believe in that higher power moving my life and changing things and putting things into perspective for me and making differences in my life. But you don't have to believe that to be able to read this book and to learn and to grow and to get a lot out of it. Toure Roberts is a very, very warm, opening person. warm and open person, and I just think that this is a really good book to read if you feel like you're going through something, if somebody you know is going through something, if they feel like they're missing something in their life, if they feel empty, if you just went through a breakup, if you are trying to find a job just out of college, just trying to figure out your life. I think this is a really, really important book to read, and I think it will change your view and perspective on a lot of things. It's really well written. It tells a lot of stories. It gives a lot of advice, a lot of encouragement. Yeah, and at the end it also has the wholeness test that I spoke about at the beginning, at the end, and so you can take it again. And it also gives you like factors that are important in defining whether you are or aren't whole. Overall, I think this book does a great job at helping people to be able to illustrate the fact that they are broken, and it's okay to say that you're broken. It's okay to say that you're missing out on parts of you and parts of your life, and things need to be fixed, because in life is a continuous thing. Growth is a continuous thing. Change is a continuous thing. Becoming the best version of you is always continuous. It's not something that you meet at a destination and then you move forward from that. It's something you're always doing. You should always be progressing in life. And so I just think this book does an amazing job of just giving you guidelines and helping you analyze your life and your situations, and understanding that it just really does a good job of addressing topics that are hard to accept on your own, and gives you a perspective to look at it and be like, okay, yes, I'm broken, but that's okay. Like, I can get through this, you know. It's just, I don't know, very powerful. I highly recommend it. You can get it from Amazon. That's where I ordered it. There are a lot that are new and used versions now. I got a new one. I suggest that you go out and buy this book. And if you absolutely hate it, you can always resell it on Amazon. Give it to a friend, pass it along. I think it's a great book, and I think you should check it out too, because I think you'll like it. But yeah, that's all for now. Feel free to check back in on my channel. I just ordered like 15 books, and I have like 20 that I've already read. So I'm going to keep doing reviews, talking about things that I like and stuff that I don't like. This one, I have absolutely nothing negative to say, because it did nothing but positive things for me and my life, and none of it made me feel like I didn't cringe. I literally could not put this book down after I started it, except to sleep. So yeah, I would just say go check it out. Toure Roberts, Wholeness, amazing book, 10 out of 10. Would recommend on Yelp, in life, everywhere. Yep, so stay tuned, stay blessed. See you all soon. Have a great day.